give them a nice flyer, directing them to the mosque kids and inviting them there to come to the mosque kids. We're directing. Yes, sir.
And you know what I find, and I find I want to say something.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to Dawah, us coming from a people that's not been satisfied with our social status, that we often look for something that makes us feel good about ourselves. And many of us may not be consciously aware that the reason why you joined the Nation of Islam because it made you feel better about yourself, to have self-esteem. You saw the brothers looking good, and the sisters are confident and good and intelligent. They have that spark of life in the eye. So in turn, you identify with that thing, that external thing, instead of bringing that into yourself and internalizing it, and then now you see in the mirror or in yourself that beautiful brother or sister that you see. And then once you see that beautiful brother or sister in yourself, that's what you sell. You don't sell Imam W.D. Muhammad, the Nation of Islam. You don't invite them to something that's grand, because you might tell a few lies. You know, if you sell too big, and you invite them to the reality. We're a small group here on this business that our leader had the foresight to know that African American people need industry, so he had the foresight to purchase land here, and he's actually started a manufacturing company here where we produce and manufacture and bought from Africa. And probably you can give them that. You don't have to give them that on the first invite, because you know you'll quickly bore them and you'll send them away. They think you're crazy. You tell them too many details, but let them know we your neighbor. We here. We're Muslims, and it's a responsibility of us on Muslims to do dawah. And you know we lonesome down here. We want to see our community. That you know, I had a cousin that lived on this block. Did you go? What high school you go to? Or what? Or where do you know? What place of employment? Do you have employment? You don't have employment? Come with us. Help us figure out how to change the condition. Be sincere, and the people will accept. A brother told me, he brought me Imam's tapes one day, and I know how much money I made off of the tape. So I knew he was dead wrong when he told me. He said, I can't sell these tapes. So I didn't say, oh, you're lying, or why did I trust you with consignment, you know, and I wasn't upset or disappointed. I immediately said, the first thing came to my mind. I said, did you listen to it? Yes, sir. I don't sell the tape. Or I don't sell what Imam Muhammad said verbatim. I sell the spirit that I got from listening to the tape, the benefit, and I internalize it. And as soon as my memory is recalled to the blessing that I got from listening to that tape, they see my skin brighten, they see my back straighten up, they see the life come. That is the life. They see me wake up like in spring when the flower and the sun hit the flower and the warmth of the earth and it just opened up. They see that in me. They say, I got to have that. A lot of my witness, when I used to stand behind that table and sell those tapes, I've seen people ask me about a tape or what's on it. Before I get to explain it, they going in their pocket. They're like, I gotta have that, because they see me, they see the life in me. You know, alhamdulillah. So if you are sincere, and if you believe in Allah's mercy and blessings on you, then Allah will give you what you need, provide you with what you need to be successful at almost anything. So when you invite people, you have to do it not as a favor to me or a favor to Imam Muhammad or trying to support the legacy or honor the Nation of Islam. You do it for yourself and for love for your community that you're in, and for duty and responsibility to your society and the community that you claim to be a part of.
Praise be to Allah.
And we're going to do it. It's going to happen. Yes, sir. You know, if I go with you and I don't see it happening, I'm going to remind y'all that this has to come from you. And you come with sad faces, we might ask you to stay home. We might do that. I am Imam W.D. Muhammad's son. I have no problem saying you might need to go home and get a couple more hours of rest. That's right. Because you look tired.
I just wanted to piggyback on what he's saying, because I was in retail business for over 15 years. It's all about excitement, what you're saying. I'm excited about this.
Sincerity.
Yes, sir. Excited, and it shows in a person. Absolutely. You don't need all the PK they call product knowledge. You just need to say, oh, I know that product. I see so many people coming in and want that thing, man. I don't know about it, but I know everybody love it, and I know what it does for me. So what it does for me, and they can be able to see that, and it transmits through your, through, like you said, through your person. It's called excitement. And being personable.
Yes,
Another thing, be personal.
And our culture and our society, we're used to watching trained salesmen, liars, and they make it real difficult. They teach us what true happiness and what love and fear, and they dramatize a lot of things. So we have a distorted view of reality. So anybody can walk up to us and lie, because we used to being lied to. So we have to practice telling the truth and being sincere before we can even recognize the truth. You know, it registers in our souls. Most people can see if you're sincere or if you're real or not. And that's something that we had was real. We were real people, and we still consider to be real and sincere when people see us. So you have it in you, and but now that we have the truth, it should be a lot easier.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Our president gave it to us clear, crystal clear, and I agree with what the brother said. And God, I've been selling for a long time myself, and I've been successful at selling. And you know, they say within 19 seconds, a person makes up their mind.
That's true.
When you're in front of them doing a deal or when they're trying to close a deal, within 19 seconds, that person makes their mind about you. So we know the importance of catching the spirit. That's one of the sayings of the Dawah Team, catch the spirit. Catch the spirit of W.D. Muhammad. So we're in that spirit. And we also know that when you go out there and you interact with the people, they're going to feel your spirit. Right. So if you're depressed as hell, you all waxed out, you ain't got nothing. So you got to be in the feeling. And see, Allah has blessed us to be in that spirit. Very much so. And the people feel it when you're out there among them. And when you go out there and we invite them here in a very intelligent way, it's no compulsion in the deen, as they say. And just give them a nice, genuine, they feel it. You give them that message of concern, as the Imam has instructed us. He said, just put that in their hand. He said, don't leave that in the window or the door. Right. Always put that particular one. In our Dawah methodology, we use a message of concern. Right. And that deals with that imagery. And that's a very grave problem that our people have, as far as the Caucasian image or white supremacy. And that message of concern addresses all that in a very smooth and subtle way. So we always give them that, put that in their hand. Don't leave it hanging, put it in their hand. And then also we give them the complimentary Muslim journal and whatever stuff that we have from Mosqueers. So we're going out there, we're going to keep the promise, as the Imam told us that we're going to keep the promise. I was talking about last year in our convention, keep the promise. Go out there in the community, don't forget about your people.
That's right.
Because a lot of you have been studying Islam for many years and you got it, but a lot of those people out there, they haven't heard much about Islam.
Right.
And when you go out there with them and they see your spirit in you, and you're fresh and clean and you're positive, they're going to respond to you. And we're going to invite them here. We're going to send them here to Imam Elam. Nope. We're going to send them to mosque here.
We're going to have our first Sunday. Not first Sunday. We're going to start trying to have a ta'aleem from about 1 to about 2:30 speakers that take the place of those who cannot make it out to Juma. Juma is for us. They can come out and we can introduce them to Al-Islam and do it that way. That's what it's about.
Yeah, we want to have this.
So when we say,
just a friendship.
Yes, sir.
First of all,
just friendship, brother.
Most likely, you mentioned Al-Islam. That's just another sell. Somebody trying to sell me something. Just friendship. We neighbors. We're in the community. We want to be known. Our lives inspired us to get closer to our brother, and then we want to work with our brothers to change our
absolutely. So the cultural educational program that's going on here, whatever we do, when we go out there, we have to have a flyer with what's going on here at this facility, mosque here, and they have to see, get an outline of what's going on here. And then we have to have people here that's going to receive them and not kick them out the door.
Yeah, and have balance.
And have some balance.
I watched. I'm a witness that a lot of the young peers, my peers, were chased away.
That's right.
Were chased away, born and raised by Muslim parents in our community, were chased away by big-head Muslims, pretending that they were heavier than you, and that you don't have a place here.
That's right.
Speaking over their head, saying things that you know they ain't heard.
That's right. See, when they don't feel you, they won't go.
They're like, I won't be back.
That's right.
They don't come back.
So that's what I'm talking about as far as being somebody here, being able to receive
a lot of young people, because they feel they no place.
We have to be ready to be hosts.
Arrogant.
People.
Think we better.
We're going to be out there with them like we always do in the community.
And we're going to be right here together.
Great. Yes, absolutely. Together.
You and myself.
Yes, sir. We're going to be here ready for them. And I told our president that we're going to do that, and we're going to do it soon. And very serious matter, and we're going to hopefully do one as soon as the weather gets warm, and the next one before the convention, right? Ramadan. But I'm talking about those major events. But we're going to do Dawah here in the community, and the brothers in the Midwest, Ma'am Charles, brothers in Milwaukee, all of them are ready to come. Particularly start here the spring campaign of Dawah.
And you'd be surprised, out of a lot of many of the young people that you see, the young men that you see out in the street, they not just lost people that's immoral, that's caught up in the culture. A lot of them have mental illness issues, and it's put on by this life and the circumstances that they come from. So we have to be sensitive about that. That you can't. It's hard. It's easy to invite a person to the truth, but when they don't have a grasp of reality, that's difficult. And what they think is reality, they be way out. I've talked to people, and a lot of times they be way out. But you can bring them back, if they sincere.
Slowly. Yes, sir. And it ain't the senior citizens.
Slowly bring them in. Slowly. So we got to be sensitive. We got to be sensitive.
And any of the senior citizens that might want to go out with us, you're welcome. And just like the president said, maybe when we go out and do a big walk,
a health
we have water.
Yeah.
Get them there, go someplace in the park. We're going to go out maybe 1.5 hours, 2 hours in the community. That's if anybody wants to. It's no compulsion.
And if anybody get tired of walking, we'll have some cars that'll follow us. That they can, the car can pick them up if they get tired, if they get health issues. But we don't want nobody to. Anybody that has a desire to come out, we want you to come out and enjoy some fresh spring air. Because one of the greatest things that I always enjoy is the beginning of spring, because you're cooped up indoors a lot of time. But the air is so much fresher. When the earth starts to thaw, it has a sweet smell.
Yes, sir.
That is nothing like it. That's why I always look forward to spring, just to get out. And then when you can spend those time, these are times, blessings, mercy that Allah put into His creation and His nature.
Yes.
And if you benefit from that, we'll benefit that much more as a group.
Yes, sir.
So great blessings like sharing a meal, making salat, enjoying spring. We should do that together whenever we can. Alhamdulillah.
And I'd like to thank Imam Elam, also Imam Charles Abdullah. And he's 71 years old. He constantly pushes us in the da'wah. Well, whatever. He constantly
6 months older than I
okay, brother Imam. He constantly pushes us in these da'wah programs, and we have did this here all over the Midwest. We've been all down in Memphis, Tennessee, doing da'wah. And Imam Charles Abdullah, he's always there, encouraging, and that gets motivation from him. That's the Imam from Gary. So, and he right away said, let's do it. We're going to do the da'wah out there at Mosqueers in East Hazel Crest, because this is where the nucleus is here. This is where the legacy. What comes from here is the legacy of our leader, Imam Waziruddin Muhammad. You have the first Sunday, you have Ramadan session, you have our convention. What else we got? Savior's Day. All this here come from here. And this here, the Imam said, I am Mosqueers.
Patriotism Day. Patriotism Day is going to fall during Ramadan.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is, inshallah, we're going to meet and try to do something for Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
Yeah, Memorial Day.
So what date is that? Memorial Day? Because that's what Nona was asking. What date we want to pick out so we can let everybody know around the country what we're going to do here.
It's usually the last Monday in May. It's usually that's about that last Monday in May. That's when they usually some of them the last week in May. Is when
so whatever good date that you all, as soon as it get warm, decide on whatever date on Saturday, we can go from that date. That's what I need to tell him. I'll talk to him this evening.
And if you all would like to, like we have our picnic, we might we found a nice park. We can go have a picnic and barbecue, and it'd be something we can do for that holiday.
Yes, sir.
Just before Ramadan,
Yes, sir. So
yeah.
I mean,